Hi traders, welcome to one of the most important videos of your trading career. And no, for once I'm not joking. To be able to trade you need a trading platform. The better you understand the platform, the less struggle you will have with technical issues. Knowing how Metatrader works is a fundamental skill for any forex trader. This video will be about the desktop version, the mobile version will be explained in the next video. So what will you learn in this video? We will show you how to personalize the platform according to your preferences. We will explain all functionalities, and I do want to warn you, there are a lot of functionalities, so it might be a good idea to open your Metatrader desktop version if you're using multiple screens and follow along. Or watch the video completely and play and pause the video for a second time, because I can imagine it will be too much to remember for the first time. Then we will show you how the drawing tools work. We will then show you what one-click trading is and how it works. We will then show you how to open and close trades, how to move your stop loss and take profit orders, and also how to add different indicators. Then we will show you how to create and save templates and how to use them as a default template. Then we will show you how Metatrader Marketplace works, where you can download an unlimited amount of tools and indicators and expert advisor and things like that. And at the end we will show you how you can upload custom tools, indicators and expert advisors to the platform. Make sure you're comfortable because it won't be a short video. Let's go to the screen recording. Okay, so in the video about brokers, you saw how to download Metatrader 4 from your broker's website and how to install it on your device. We showed you how to do it on a desktop and on mobile. If you didn't already do that, now's the time to do it. When you've done that, you should have received your login credentials in your email inbox, or you can find them on the broker's website. When Metatrader opens for the first time, it will ask you to log in. Choose the correct server and fill in your login credentials. You know you're logged in when you hear the login sound and see the word trade at the bottom left. And if you have connection at the bottom right. If that's not the case, something went wrong with your login credentials or with the internet connection. In case everything works, we will first show you how to change your language to your preferred language if that would be necessary for you. On the top you have View. When you click on it, the first option you'll get is Languages. Here you can set your preferred language. The next thing we're gonna do is change the look of our Metatrader by personalizing our charts. We will customize the charts, so we'll go over everything, but of course the colors that you choose and stuff like that is completely depending on your personal taste. This will of course be different for everyone, but we'll show you how to do it and equally important, how to save the settings. So every chart you open in the future will be the same settings. Don't worry, you'll be able to change them whenever you want. When this is the first time opening Metatrader, you should probably see 4 chart windows in the middle of your screen. A watch list and a navigator on the left side of your screen and a terminal at the bottom. Don't worry, we'll go over them one by one. Let's start with closing 3 chart windows, so it's more easy to start customizing the chart. Maximize the remaining chart window. Then right mouse click anywhere in your chart. Uncheck one-click trading for now if it's checked. That's the little terminal on the top left of your chart to open new trades, but we don't want to do that just yet. Again, right click anywhere in the chart and on the bottom of the pop-up select Properties. Now we're in the Colors tab of our chart properties. Here we can select what colors we like to use. For this example, we will use a simple but clean color scheme, which is background white, foreground black, grid dark gray, but actually it doesn't matter a lot because we will turn it off later as we don't use it. Then bar up black, bar down also black, bull candle white, bear candle black, line graph also black, and volumes can stay in lime green. Ask line and stop levels can stay in red as well. Now go to the Common tab at the top of this window and uncheck Show Grid. Check Show Ask Line and Chart Shift. Now everything is set up and we can click OK. Now this is already a little better, but we're not quite there yet. It still doesn't look super nice. That's because this is a bar chart and we want Japanese candlesticks. If we go all the way to the top of our screen, we can see 3 icons here. Bar chart, which is selected right now, candlesticks and line chart. Select candlesticks and now we're getting there, right? If there are any indicators on your chart, like the red line on this one, which is a moving average, we can easily remove them. Just do a right click anywhere in the chart and select Indicator List. A small window will now pop up with the indicators that are currently on your chart. You can select them and delete them or edit them here. Click Delete and close. Now we have a clean chart which we could save as a template, so every instrument we open is being opened in the same chart layout. We can do this by going all the way to the top and click to the icon that is most to the right, Save Template, or click right in the chart, Template, Save Template. Save with the file name Default. It's crucial that you save it with the name Default if you want every chart to open with the same settings. Let's go test it out if it worked. Go to your watch list on the left side of your Metatrader 4, select any pair that you want to open, right click on it and select Chart Window. The chart should now open up in the same layout as your saved settings. If you have multiple templates, you can also switch them very easy. Just go to Templates again via the icon or right click in the chart. And as you can see, the list of saved templates is here. The ones that you can see here are the standard Metatrader templates. You can delete these if you want. Hover over Remove Template and select the template that you want to delete. Very easy. Okay, let's take a look at the watch list. When you're looking for a specific pair, chances are that you won't find it in the list. We can fix this by right-clicking anywhere in the watch list and select Show All. Now all the instruments that your broker offers are visible here and are ready for you to open and trade. Okay, so now let's go over all the most important icons at the top. When you hover over them, it will tell you what it does. In Metatrader, you almost always have multiple ways to do the same thing, but you will figure that out soon enough. The most commonly used icons are Create a new chart, although we prefer doing this via the watch list. Profiles, we will take a deeper dive in this function in just a minute. Market Watch, this is your watch list. If you don't need it, remove it from your screen by clicking it, and you can click on it again if you want to open your watch list again. Then we skip one. Then we have the navigator. This icon opens and closes the navigator window on the left side of your screen. Here you can find default indicators or custom indicators which are added later by yourself maybe. Also expert advisors can be found here when you've installed them, but we'll come back to this later in the video. Let's close it for now. Then we have the terminal, a very important part of the platform. You can spend a lot of time here and it opens at the bottom of your screen. At the bottom left of your terminal, you can see different tabs. Trade, exposure, account history, news, alerts, mailbox, market, signals, articles, codebase, experts and journal. In this video we'll go over the most important ones. Trade. Here you can manage your orders, see your balance, your equity and your free margin. Account history. We don't think it needs a lot of explaining. Obviously, this is where you can review your trade history, which we don't have yet because we didn't open any trades on this account yet. Then news. Here you can find trading related news, but we do recommend using a third-party website for doing fundamental research. In the alerts tab, you can create new alerts with specific sounds or on specific prices or instruments, or delete alerts that are not valid anymore. Just right-click in the terminal, select Create, and here you can set the alert. Cancel for now, but you can also set an alert by right-clicking anywhere in the chart, select Trade, and then Alert. You will then see an arrow line appear on your chart. Right-click it to delete it or modify it. Then we have mailbox, which we don't use. Then we have market. The marketplace is standing in direct contact with the MQL5 website. Here you can find custom indicators or expert advisors of any kind. You can also make the terminal smaller or bigger by dragging and dropping the border. Before you're able to download anything from the Market tab, you will have to register or log in with your MQL5 account. You can do this by clicking in the upper right corner of the terminal, and then just log in if you have already an account, or create an account on the MQL5 website, and then you can log in here with the login credentials that you have. And then when you're searching for anything specific in the marketplace, you can also filter, for example on free. Please note there are a lot of EAs or indicators for sale, also for free, that are not good. Be careful when you're spending your money here. Then we have signals. Signals are for traders that actually want to profit from other traders' trades. Be careful, there are a lot of losing traders as well. We recommend just learn the skill yourself, don't put your capital at risk with someone else. Then we have articles, that's something that we don't use either. And then when you're looking for a special indicator or expert advisor, it's recommended to take a look in the Codebase tab. This is also a kind of library that Metatrader provides for free to all users. So instead of buying or programming your own special indicator or tool, first take a look in the Codebase. You'll be surprised what they offer. It's also fun and easy to download and test all kinds of different things. Not that you need them to be a profitable trader, but that's for you to decide. You can filter it on name, and on the right side of the names you can see a short description of the tool. If you want a more complete description, just double click on it and it will open up the MQL5 website where you can find the complete information and even how it looks on your chart. Once you found what you're looking for, go to the Codebase and right click on the tool. Select download, and now the tool will open up a settings window. Check the settings and click OK. The tool or indicator will now appear on your chart, and more importantly, you will be able to find it in your navigator window. In the navigator window, under indicators, there will be a section called downloads. Here you will be able to find all downloaded tools from the Codebase or market. If you want to add the tool on your chart, simply drag and drop it into your chart. Don't forget, you can always save this as a template. Okay, so then we have the expert tab, which is not of any importance for us, and the journal tab neither. Okay, so that was a lot of information for one icon. Now we can close the terminal for a while as we continue with the icons at the top. Okay, so right to the terminal we have strategy tester. We skip that one because we don't use trading robots, they simply don't work in the long run. And the next icon is new order. This is one way to open a new order. This method allows you to fill in the stop loss and take profit values before entering the market with a buy or sell. Please keep in mind, when you're selling, your stop loss always have to be above your entry, and when you're buying, your stop loss has to be below your entry, or you won't be able to open the trade. The same thing counts for your take profit, but of course the other way around. If you're buying, for example, and your take profit order is below your entry, then you simply won't be able to open the trade. Okay, so we can skip the next three icons and go straight to the auto trading icon. Auto trading is used if you're applying expert advisors or any specific indicators, to basically allow them to work or be active. So it's not like Metatrader is gonna trade automatically for you, but it's allowing the indicator or the expert advisor to work. Then we have the three chart types, the bar chart, candlestick chart, and line chart. Then we have zoom in, zoom out. Arrange windows. This icon is a very good tool when you want to monitor 2 or more charts at once. It's easy for managing multiple trades at once. Then we skip 2 icons again and we go to the indicator list icon. This is another easy way to add indicators to your chart. We will show you in just a minute how we do this. Then we have the periods icon, which is just another way of choosing your time frame, but the other method is more efficient. And at last we have the icon templates, and this icon already got our attention before. We saw that we can create our own default templates, so every instrument we open has the same chart layout. We can create templates with different styles or indicators, We know how to save them, we know how to load them, we know how to remove them. So now we've had all the most important icons. When we right-click in one of these icons, we can add or remove icons to personalize our workspace. But let's leave it as it is right now. Okay, so as we know, traders use multiple time frames to analyze their charts. Top-down analysis, as we also recommend you to do. We can change our time frame by selecting one of the time frames in the upper left corner. Here you can switch between different time frames, like this. When you click on the M15, for example, this means that every candle on your chart is 15 minutes. When you click on the H4, every candle is now 4 hours, and so on. Actually, it's like looking at an object and zooming in or zooming out on a specific area. A little bit like the Matryoshka doll analogy that we made in one of the previous videos. Then we have tools. The tools are more or less self-explanatory. We can also find them in the upper left corner. We can draw lines, rectangles, add text, etc. Let's draw a rectangle. As you can see, the rectangle icon is not there. That's no problem. Just right-click in one of the tools and icons and select Customize. Now you're able to remove or add tools to that toolbar. Let's find the rectangle, select it, and click Insert. As you can see now, the rectangle icon is added to the toolbar. Click Close. Okay, so let's try and draw a rectangle now. Click the icon, and now click in the chart where you want to draw the rectangle, hold and drag. Let go when the rectangle is positioned as you want. You can always edit the size or the position just like this. Double click on a corner of the rectangle and the dots will appear. And you can now move and reshape it. You can easily customize lines, rectangles and other objects by selecting them and then right click them and go to Properties. We can change the color, for example. Or select that it can only be visible on specific time frames, for example. Something that is less obvious is if you want to measure pips, you can do that with the crosshair. Just by selecting the crosshair, going to your chart and then left click, but hold and drag. And when you're doing this, you can see 3 measure numbers. The first one is the amount of candles, in other words time. The middle one is the most used one. It's expressed in points. You have to divide this by 10 to know the amount of pips. So for example, 500 points is 50 pips. And of course the third number you see when measuring with the crosshair is price. Okay, so then we have one-click trading. One-click trading is a fast way to open a trade with market execution. We already saw how to close it. Well, it's the same method to open it again. You can just left-click anywhere in the chart and select one-click trading. When we do this, we can see a small terminal appear in the left upper corner of our chart. Here we can adjust the lot size and press buy or sell to enter the market as fast as possible. Let's give it a try. As you can see, I just opened up a buy position with a 0.50 lot on this pair. Please note, there won't be any stop losses or take profits set when you enter the market this way. We definitely recommend to add your stop loss and take profit afterwards. We will show you in a minute how to do that. Another way to open an order is by left-clicking anywhere in the chart, go to Trading and choose Buy or Sell Limit depending whether you clicked above or below the current price. Remember, these kinds of orders will only be activated when the price hits the limit line. You can also click New Order. Notice the suggested lot size. This should be on 1 standard lot by default. You can change the default lot size by changing the lot size in the one-click trading terminal as we just did. When you choose New Order, you can choose the order type, the lot size and all the other values to place your order. Okay, so as we know, our orders can be closed by a stop loss or by take profit. This is the more preferred way to close an order, but in some situations, closing our trade manually is the best thing to do. We can do this by going to the terminal and click on the X on the right side of the order, like this. Or we could go to the order itself in the terminal and right-click to select Close Order. It's also possible to close your order in partials. The easiest way to do this is by double-clicking the profit or loss of the order and selecting the lot size that you want to close in the pop-up screen. Okay, so now let's talk about moving our stop loss and take profits. When an order is placed, a green dashed line will appear on your chart, unless you decided to change this in your settings. If it's an active order, you can click this and hold the dashed line to drag out a stop loss or take profit line. For example, if you're in a buy and you want to drag out a stop loss order, you just simply click and hold the buy order line and drag it down. Let go when it's at the right price. While moving or when hovering over it, it will tell you the amount of pips and the amount of money that you're risking. The same applies for take profit. Click the order line and drag it to the upside and let go at the preferred target price. You can do the same for a sell order, but vice versa. Drag up for your stop loss and drag down for a take profit. Another way to change your stop loss or take profit is by going to the terminal. Right click on the order and press modify. Here you can fill in the stop loss price and you can fill in the take profit price and then modify. You can also edit your stop loss and take profit here. Something else we can do is use a trailing stop. I must admit this is a little bit more advanced, but I do want to show you just real quick. We do have to have an open trade for this. Let's quickly open a trade and right click on the trade in the terminal. Now what actually is a trailing stop loss? It's a stop loss that automatically moves along with the price when it goes into profit. We just need to fill in the amount of points, which is the amount of pips times 10. Let's say 100 points, that's 10 pips. So when our trade goes 10 pips in profit, our stop loss will automatically start following. The stop loss will only follow into profit. So when the trade turns back, it will not go back as well. That's the whole point about trading stop loss. Now let's show you how you can implement indicators. If your strategy works with indicators, it's important to know how to add them to your chart. It's a very easy thing to do. Just go to the indicator list icon on the top of your screen and select the indicator you need. As you can see, there are a lot of indicators. A tip we want to give you, and I already gave you actually, is to keep it simple. Sometimes we see people adding so much indicators that they can't even see their chart anymore. That's not the point of using indicators, okay? So in this example, we will add a 50 exponential moving average. You can find it under Trend, Moving Average, and then set your settings the way you want. In this example, we will set period at 50, the MA method at exponential, and apply to close. The style dark blue, for example, and we make our line a little thicker. Press OK, and there is our exponential moving average. It's as simple as that. Let's try another one. Go to indicator list, select oscillators, relative strength index, check your settings and press OK. And there you have it. Okay, you should get the idea of adding indicators to your chart now. If you want to save this template as you have it right now, just go to the template icon on the top of your screen, press Save Template and give this template a name. We will call ours example 123 and save. If we now open a new chart, it will open in the default template. And we can now load our new template on the chart like this. Now next we will go over profiles. Let's start with explaining why we use profiles and what they are. Profiles give us the opportunity to shift between markets. What we teach in the Academy to people who want to use the Metatrader platform as their standard platform is to create profiles for each currency, commodities, equities and so on. Okay, so let's say for example, you just read some news that Australia is going through a rough time because China is their biggest trading partner in iron ore and coal, and they won't be buying iron ore from Australia anymore, which is a strong statement to make, but let's continue anyway. So let's say you want to look for a good trading opportunity against a weak Australian dollar. An efficient way to do this is to open all AUD pairs and see what pair gives you the best trading opportunity at the moment. How can we do this? Well, when you go to the bottom of your MetaTrader, you can see the word default. Left click on it, and now you can see a new window open up. Here you can find your profiles. We want you to select one, it doesn't matter which one. In this case we will choose British Pound profile, for example, and when you click on it, that particular profile will load. Most likely 3 GBP charts will be in it. Please close them one by clicking on the close button. Now open your Market Watch. This is where you can find all the instruments that your broker offers. The next thing we want to do is open all AUD pairs one by one. You can even stretch out the watch list if it's necessary, so you can read all the pairs. You can now close your Market Watch again if you want. Go to the Arrange Windows icon at the top and click on it. Now you have all the AUD pairs in one screen, and it's way more easy to compare. You can maximize any chart to have a closer look and press the Arrange Windows icon again. Now go to the bottom of your screen to the British Pound or whatever profile you selected before to create this one. Click on it and save profile as AUD pairs, for example. You can do this for all types of instruments you want, or even create a favorite profile if you want, where you can save all your favorite charts, for example. Or create a profile where all instruments are in and save it as a market overview or something like that. It's very easy to switch between these profiles and create an efficient way to go through the market. Okay, so let's go to the last part of explaining Metatrader Desktop. Now, how can we add custom indicators or expert advisors to Metatrader? Adding custom indicators or expert advisors is a completely different process. This is more advanced and definitely not necessary to know, but it might come in handy later in your trading journey. So we do want to show you. Let's say you have a friend who's a programmer, or you're a programmer yourself, and he created a special indicator because you think it will exponentially improve your trading. He will deliver the indicator to you in two types of files: a source file and an execution file. The source file is actually not necessary to run the indicator or expert advisor, but normally you will also receive the source file. Again, as with a lot of things in Metatrader, there are multiple ways of implementing something. This also goes for a custom indicator, but we will show you the easiest way of doing it. Okay, so open up the folder where these indicator files are in and copy the files. Next, go back to your Metatrader and select File in the upper left corner, select Open Data folder, MQL4, go to Indicators and paste your source file and execution file in this folder. Now close the folder and open up your Navigator window. Hover over the indicators and right click on it. Press Refresh. Now your indicator should be in the Navigator window under Indicators. In case that didn't work, just restart your Metatrader. When you found it, you can repeat the same process as before to load it up onto your chart. Just drag and drop. The same method is used for implementing expert advisors, except you will have to paste your files in a different folder. It's the MQL4 expert folder instead of the MQL4 indicator folder. Please note, expert files could also include other files which need to be placed in other folders as well. Please advise your programmer or seller for this information. I hope this video about the Metatrader 4 platform was clear. Metatrader 5 is basically the same. CTrader is a little bit different, but if you have any requests on that, we will definitely make a video on that as well. But for now, we'll keep it with Metatrader 4. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and you've paid attention, because you will spend a lot of time on Metatrader. Anyway, thank you for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.